Hi everybody, so today the classroom comes from my garden, and before we look at the work that we're going to do, there are three things I want you to think about. First, do you know the names of the items of clothing and footwear that I'm going to show you in class today? Secondly, do you remember all of the names once you've actually watched to the end of the video? And thirdly, how quickly can you test yourself at the end of the video to see how many of the 22 words you remember? Let's begin. Hi everybody, so today's English class coming from the garden is all about, can you use these 22 English words to talk about clothing? Well, there are three levels of ideas, remember? First, your knowledge. Do you know the words? Secondly, can you remember the words? And thirdly, at the end of the video, how many of those words can you quickly write down? So let's begin. Now, this is a top. So when we wear a top, at the top part of our body, we sometimes wear this. And we might call this a jumper, a sweater, a pullover, and I've actually heard it called a woolly pulley. And in some areas of England, you might hear it called a jersey, but that's not a word I would use. If it's woolen and if it looks like this, it's most likely to be referred to as a jumper. And next we have a blouse. So what makes this a blouse, and the difference between a blouse and a shirt? Well, if you are a female and you are wearing this and the collar is round and buttons down the front, we call it a blouse. And here is a shirt. Yes, you're quite right. Men wear shirts and ladies wear blouses, but there's no rule that says that one or the other must take place. Next, we all wear these, don't we? These are called t-shirts. And what about these? There are lots of words that we use in English to refer to this footwear. We call these trainers. If you have footwear that looks like this, we would use the word Converse, and you can see the brand name there at the edge of the footwear. And you might be a little bit confused by the American word sneakers. Some people do use the word sneakers in England and the UK, but mostly we would use the word trainers. So it's very important to remember that English word. So what else besides trainers and Converse? Yes, what about these? Now, you might call these plimsolls or pumps, and some people use the phrase elastic pumps because the very front of those pumps is elastic to help you ease your foot or feet into them. Now, sometimes when we don't have to do up laces, we call these slip-ons. So these might be called slip-on pumps or plimsolls. And what about ballet pumps? Yes, here are two examples of ballet pumps. Oh, trousers, that's an interesting garment. We use the phrase pair of trousers because there are two legs. So whilst in English, when we're speaking, we just refer to this item of clothing as trousers, when you hear the phrase pair of trousers, it's actually only one trousers, one pair of trousers. And here's a pair of trousers that is not the same. So the first picture with the pockets we might call cargo trousers. And the second picture of the gentleman with the hat is just trousers. And the difference is, in the first picture, the pockets are at the side of the leg, and these trousers are often worn for work. But in the picture of the man with the hat, those trousers might be worn at any time. And do you know that when the trousers are worn with a jacket of the same colour, we call this a suit. However, if the jacket and trousers are different colours, we would just use the phrase jacket and trousers. Confusing? Yes, it can be confusing. That's English. So moving on from the suit, what about these? Now, this is a pair of jeans or jeans. And do you know, it doesn't matter whether you are female or male, you can wear jeans. Yes, don't be old-fashioned. It's the 20th century. Girls can wear jeans. And so can men, male and female. Don't be confused with the words smart pants, because smart pants is talking about the actual clothing. When we use the phrase smarty pants, we're talking about people who we think they know everything. So, smarty pants is not a nice name to be called, and it's about when we think somebody believes that they know everything. So don't be a know-it-all, be a learn-it-all. And we're going to finish with, yes, a pair of pants. Please don't call our trousers pants, because in English, pants are worn beneath the bottom of our clothing. So if you're wearing trousers or skirts, pants or knickers are underwear, and they're worn beneath. Pants are not trousers in England, although we would understand somebody using the word pants to refer to it, as Americans call trousers pants. So pants here are underwear. And do you know, you might hear somebody use the phrase, it's pants. It means it's rubbish. So, how many clothing words can you remember from this video? Let me have a look. Writing quickly. How many words can you write down? If you remember, we said right at the beginning, we have 22 words to learn. Have a go. So how did you do? Well, I hope you're keeping well, and if you're in lockdown, the same as we are, that you're keeping busy. And I'll see you in the next class. Bye now.